Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Welsknight's Realm. And in today's episode, we are going to be tackling the entrance to the skeleton farm. I think I need to take off my elytra. So, we built this little road pathway, kind of over the last two episodes. We did the pathway itself 2 episodes ago, and then we did some bridges that connect it to Anona over there. But one thing that we really need to tackle is this farm, because this is not cutting it. This isn't cutting it. We've got this staircase that just kind of goes down, and that's it. And it's not very good. It doesn't look good, and yeah, it needs some love. So that's what I'm hoping to deal with in today's episode. So let's just kind of clear away a little bit of this stuff. Alright guys, I am back. So we've got this all kind of detailed out and looking good. Nice and beat up and kind of mangled. I think I want to replace some of these with the granite cobble. And maybe even a couple of these as well. We'll put, actually not right there. Maybe here. We'll do like a stair. Or maybe we can turn that like this. And then put the granite there. Yeah, there we go. Just so it looks kind of beat up, which is the look we're going for. I think those need to be switched so that that one's a stone brick. And then maybe we'll take this guy right here, put a stone brick behind, and just throw a bar in right there. And let's make that one a granite cobble. Beautiful. Okay, so that looks good. Now, we still need to do some lighting in this tunnel. Although, actually, mobs can't spawn on stairs, so I don't think there's anywhere here that mobs could actually spawn, which is good. But I think I'm still going to hide some lighting back here using torches and cobblestone walls like this. Kind of like we did in the Hermitcraft secret passageway not all that long ago. I think that could be good. Cobble. There we go. And torch and wall. Yeah, there we go. So it's still lit up. There's still light. There's just not a lot of it, which is what I want. I want it to give that kind of spooky, gloomy feel. I think this is going to have to get messed up as well. The interior of this is too clean right now. It's too clean for it to go along with the rest of this. So we'll want to do that probably very soon, in fact. We'll do that pretty quickly here. Let's go and let's put a stair in, like right there. Just so that's a little messed up as well, and like that. Yeah. So what I'm kind of thinking is we're going to do sort of an entrance that kind of curves a little bit. And I'm thinking I want to use a little bit of dark oak logs here, which I think will be good. We can maybe curve this, maybe bring it back a little bit. That could be good. And then let's just kind of build a little bit of an entrance here. There we go. And then our floor we'll make out of cobble and stone brick. Maybe a little gravel as well. Maybe some gravel right there. And we'll do like a cobble here. And maybe we'll make that one the dark stone. So we'll have kind of a room like this, which I think could be good. Let's just go and build these up 3 high. That seems good. Do I not have any cobblestone stairs on me? I don't think I do. Let's go fix that. I should probably grab some. Okay, cool. So we'll use one of those, I think, right here. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. Don't need the gravel right now. Trying to get into the habit of using that middle mouse button. It's a really useful feature. I just always forget that it exists. Okay, so there's that. Let's put some torches up here, and actually let's... Oh, where's my bed? There it is. Let's sleep really quick. There we go. Okay. So you've got this kind of going, and that looks all right. And then back here, I think we're going to bring this down. I don't know... Do I want to use stairs or do I want to use full blocks? That's really kind of the question, because if we want to make this a storage area, we'd have chests coming to about here, and we don't necessarily need for it to come down. Let's grab... Where is my crafting bench? It's probably down here in the chest. What you want to bet? Yep. Called it. That's alright. Also want to do something with these magma blocks, I think. In this build. Play around with maybe the lighting a little bit or something. We'll see. Okay, so let's make a number of slabs. That should be enough, I think. And then, actually, I should probably also make some stone brick slabs as well. And we'll see if maybe we can come up with kind of a floor... Oh, wow, I have no stone brick. I have no smooth stone, like, whatsoever. I think I've used pretty much all of it, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Okay. So, what do I not read? I don't really need my fortune pick right now. There we go. That should be good. That looks good. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I'm liking it. And then let's just go right here. Did we say... No, we cannot break that. That's going to have to stay like this. So maybe... Let's just fill this back part in with cobblestone. Maybe this is like kind of a... Maybe we don't go with the slabs. Maybe we just make this all flat right here. So the back of this is... flat, and then this can be storage, and it will be very tight quarters, but I think that's okay. And then we can do maybe something like this for the back of that, just to kind of detail it a little bit. Yeah, okay. And then we want to add some other textures and stuff like that back here to kind of mess up the floor a bit. So let's grab some gravel. Mix a little bit of that in here. The idea is that this is a very kind of broken down and mangled building. We'll put a couple of stone brick stairs in like this, just to kind of... Or cobblestone stairs in here, just to kind of mess up the floor a little bit. You know, a couple missing bricks. It doesn't really work quite as well over here, but that's okay. And maybe we'll put one like that too. And maybe one right there. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I can deal with that. Okay, cool. So we've kind of got that going. The outside needs a little bit more love. So maybe we'll do something like this here. And then I need to get up there. There we go. Fix that. Back here, we'll do a little bit more of this. Put some of these cobblestone walls in just to kind of add a little bit of love to this side. Maybe... Do I want to do the same right here? I'm kind of thinking I do. We'll go like that. Yeah. Okay. And I've got more, right? Yes, I do. Good. So we'll detail that out. And then all I need to do, really, is just kind of mess up the wall a bit. And I think it's pretty much good. Well, mess up the wall and put a roof on it of some sort. So let me get the wall messed up, and I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I am back, and the walls, I think, are pretty sufficiently messed up. I think we've done a pretty good job of it. Let me show you here. So I went through and I added a whole bunch of stairs, I added in some iron bars, basically just made it look really kind of busted up. I kind of took out some of those cobblestone walls that we put in earlier, just kind of mangled those a little bit too. I think it's kind of a good look. We can maybe do something like that to kind of break this area up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, just look at this. This thing is really kind of disturbing, and I like it. So I think right here, we're going to put a magma block, and then magma blocks have kind of an interesting property in that they essentially absorb light, and we might have to remove that in a little bit, but I also need to put a roof on this thing, and I don't really know. I kind of want to use dark oak. I want to stick with dark colors, but I kind of feel like dark oak is going to be too rich. So I need to kind of decide what I want to use there. Maybe jungle wood. Jungle wood looks kind of naturally mangled. Like, it looks kind of like a run-down, worn-out wood. So maybe that's what I should use. Let me go grab some jungle wood and see what I think. I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, I am back. So, I've grabbed some jungle wood. I've grabbed some other types of wood as well. And I want to try a couple things out. I was also kind of thinking maybe, just maybe... Nah, that's too... the contrast there is too high, for sure. We'll leave it the way it was. I was thinking about potentially trying to use the whatchamacallit. Can I get up there? Maybe? There we go. I was thinking about maybe trying to use the acacia wood as one of the logs, but it's too high of a contrast with the dark oak, and I definitely want to use the dark oak. So let's try a few things. We could go spruce. Let's see how jungle looks over here. If we do something like this, potentially. There we go. How's that look? No, that color isn't doing it for me at all. So that rules out the jungle. Jungle isn't going to work. Let's see. What other options? We've got dark oak down here, I know. So we'll grab a little bit of that. And then we've got spruce as an option as well, which maybe mixing the spruce and the dark oak together could work. The dark oak is just so dark, though. I'm kind of thinking we might be able to pull that off. Maybe we can, maybe a mixture of the two is going to be our best bet. That's just kind of looking at it, that's sort of what I'm thinking. Is we'll kind of mix the dark oak and the spruce a little bit, try and make it look... Is that all the dark oak I have? Did I not bring more dark oak logs than that? I didn't. Okay, so we'll use very little dark oak, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Let's grab this. No, I didn't put it in there either. I guess I used most of my dark oak by putting up these logs or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to throw a crafting bench here, and we're going to try and sort out some sort of a roof. Now, I want this to be a roof that you can see from the ground. I don't want it to be like a super flat roof or anything like that. But at the same time, I also want it to not be super... I want it to have a relatively gradual slope. Can I... Oh, man, that's going to be hard to... There we go. We'll maybe do that. And then bring this guy over. Like so. And maybe up. Although, at this height, realistically, we could put the roof here. Like, that actually feels like the natural spot for a roof to be anyway. So we do kind of this... Although that feels too steep. So maybe we do something... Decisions. I think I like that better. But then for this little part right here, we'll go maybe like that. And then bring it up and around. Let's just see if I do that. How's that look from out front? That looks about right. That looks about right. And we'll kind of mess portions of this up after we get the roof itself in place. Just to kind of make it look better overall. Now, we also need a larger roof over here. And I'm kind of thinking that this one is going to go like up at this level. Right here. And that's going to be hard to place, isn't it? Yep. That's all right. We'll do it from down below. That's probably easier. So we'll just kind of place a roof. Oh, nope. A roof like that. And this is already kind of on an overhang. But I think it might look a little better if we did something like that. How's that look? Yeah, that's not bad. I'm kind of trying to create almost like a log house. Well, not a log house. What are they called? Is it a longhouse? The kind of like Viking Nordic type houses that they're like super, super long and real thin, and they have kind of like this really gradual roof to them. I don't know what they're actually called, but I know what they look like. Or maybe it was a Native American style. I don't remember. Either way, we're going to try and do something sort of like that here. And I think we can pull it off. I need to get this side done as well. So let me get all of this in place, and then I'll come back. All right, guys, I'm back, and I think I've got the roof sorted out. So let me show you here. It kind of makes sense, at least to me. I'm thinking slabs here, maybe. Let's just see how that looks. How's that look for a shape? It's all a solid roof. But yeah, that's not bad. I can live with that shape. I think it's a good shape. And then on this side, kind of the same deal. In here, we'd probably carve into that and put in like some stairs or something instead, just to kind of fix that up a little bit. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Now we just got to go through and, once again, mess it up. Which we can totally do. So let's throw one of those up here. And let's toss a crafting table right there. And I'm definitely going to need more stairs. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of find random bits. And I'm just going to kind of mangle them a little bit. So maybe here we put something like that. Maybe this we take out. Here we put a slab instead. Here we put a slab instead. We're basically just kind of messing up that roof. And some of this stuff really isn't gonna make a difference at all. Maybe we can kind of do something like this. But you can kind of get the idea here of what we're doing. We're just essentially carving into the roof, and we're retaining that basic roof shape, but we're just kind of adding variation and difference to it to make it look more interesting as we kind of go through here and mess parts of it up. So maybe we do something like this. And then over here, we'll kind of mess that up a little bit. We'll maybe swap that guy out for a thing as well. And you can kind of see what's going on here. And we can even go through and maybe take out a few of those. Maybe we bring one of those up. Maybe we bring one of those down. So the roof is kind of hanging here. And then we'll fix it like that. You know what I'm saying? And you can kind of see how that's sort of coming together and really starting to give it kind of this like mangled, dilapidated look. And it's really simple. I mean, it's the same roof shape. We're just going through and adding things to it. And taking away from it here and adding there, you know what I mean? Maybe we turn that one like so. Maybe this we swap out for a single plank right there. Like half of, like part of this is kind of broken out. Maybe this guy we swap out for a stair, and then this one, instead of a stair, we have a slab. Maybe we do away with that guy up there as well. See what I'm saying? Just kind of going through and messing stuff up. So let me finish doing that, and I'll come back. Alright guys, I am back, and the roof is pretty sufficiently messed up, I think. I don't know that I can really mess it up a whole lot more without really kind of losing the look. Now, the other thing we could potentially do is we could kind of go in here and just mix in some dark oak and see if we like that. Pretty sure I hear an endermite. Oh, hi, creeper. Oh, don't blow up in my stuff. Whew. Lucky I saw that guy when I did. This is what happens when you do building at night, which I was, which was probably not the best idea, but that's okay. So what we'll do, let's put my ender. That's not my ender chest. That's not even close to my ender chest. What am I thinking? There we go. Let's put that down, and let's make some dark oak slabs and a couple dark oak stairs as well. And we'll just kind of come in here and replace some of these with their dark oak counterpart and see what we think of that. Just not in any particular order or anything like that. Just kind of randomly as best we can. Maybe we make that dark oak as well. Maybe that's dark oak. And maybe that one. And then over here we'll want to kind of do the same thing. Dark oak slab there. Maybe a dark oak. Maybe we bring... No, then it looks too symmetrical. Maybe we do that. What do we think of that? I can't get a good view of it. This is the problem. Here. Let's just kind of pillar up right here. Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad. I think we're going to do that to the other side. And then it should be pretty much good. Let's maybe break that out and move it to up there instead. We're just trying to kind of break up. Basically, when you're doing this, you're making things look kind of disorderly, obviously, But then the other thing you're doing is you're basically just kind of breaking up that outline. And that's what makes it look interesting, if you will. Why, go where I want you to go. I put you here. I do not put you there. I put you here. There we go. And down. I don't know that I can actually place that there without doing this first. There we go. Let's kind of break that up like so. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And let's just kind of get up on the roof right here. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to go through, finish doing that to the rest of the roof here, and then I'll come back. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I'm pretty good with it. I think this needs to come down just a teeny bit. This roof line right here is a little bit too symmetrical. Maybe we do something like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so you can see, and it whoa, hi, skeleton. Hi, go away. You can see here that we've still got that kind of basic roof shape that we built, but this thing definitely looks pretty mangled, pretty worn down, and it's pretty much done. I mean, at this point, we could do some sort of a door, and in fact, I think, ooh, I know what we're doing for a door. I know exactly what we're doing for a door. Okay, so we need ender chest, iron ingots, that's iron bars, iron door, there we go. A change in my texture pack, very slightly, just made it, it's basically the acacia door with a slightly, it's an acacia door with like the iron bar color, and it makes this really nice iron door that I like quite a lot, actually. So we're going to put that guy here. I'm going to make a stone pressure plate right here so it opens from this side. And then right here, I'll put a button so you can get in like that. And down. I also need to get some sort of lighting in here. Maybe we can put a couple torches. Those don't actually provide any lighting, do they? I thought if the thing was, maybe not. Maybe I'm probably completely wrong. Okay. Anyway, let's do. So we had, let's see, a stair like that, and a stair like this, I believe, is how we had it. And then I'll just put a couple of torches right down here to kind of light that up. We've got our wooden doors here, and I just need to make sure that the rest of this is mob safe. This up here almost certainly isn't, so I'm just going to put a couple torches in here. This and this can go away. I think I might actually leave a bed back here, just in case it's needed or something. I'm also thinking, if we're going to put a bed there, we could potentially do some logs inside here to kind of match those. And that doesn't actually look too bad. Now, I'm looking at the ceiling as well, and I'm just realizing that the ceiling also needs to look a lot more dilapidated than it is, because right now it looks kind of pristine, since it's all completely flat, and we don't want that. We want the ceiling to also look beat up and weathered and worn, so we're going to do what we can to kind of fix that. There we go. That's a bit better right there. Maybe here we do something like that. That looks good. And then over here, I'm just going to take out like specific little ones. And we'll go maybe something like that. And here as well. With, yep, that's much better. And that, my friends, is how you mess up a building. Without a doubt. That looks nice and beat up. Yeah, stairs, slabs, just break up the textures, break up those flat walls, and it's all good to go. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.